What's up, guys? Welcome to Napoli Central. Welcome to another Napoli review. As always, if you're a Napoli fan or a Serie A fan looking to keep track of all things Napoli, this is what we do on this channel. So please do subscribe right down below. Hit the like button, show some support. I'd really appreciate it. We're almost at 150 subscribers, so you guys have been awesome. So I'm not in my usual setting. I'm actually out right now, but a Napoli game is a Napoli game. Got to talk about it. And we already have one of those games where it was a tale of two halves. We had plenty of these games last year, and we already have one in the second game of this year, which is kind of crazy. But, you know, as long as they won, I'm fine with it. So the first half was disastrous. It looked like, you know, Atalanta, don't forget, have lost a lot of pieces this year. Conte among one of them. I mean, Gallardini last year at some point. They're just like, you know, there's so many different names that they lost, selling them off to different teams because they were great players. And so, you know, you'd think it'd be a little bit more easy, but that first half was just crazy. They pressed us well. Our midfield was horrible. Hamsik didn't look too great today, in my opinion. Zielinski, obviously, the goal helped out a lot, but he also wasn't that great in the first half. And who else started? It was Jorginho. Jorginho had a terrible game, in my opinion. I don't think he played well at all today. If anything, he might have been one of the worst. I mean, obviously, he's one of those passing midfielders. He always breaks records, his own records for passes and things like that. But I just feel like today was completely off. But Alan and Diawara, when they were subbed in, Alan especially in the second half, made a huge impact. But anyway, they were down 1-0 early on a Cristante corner kick. That's all I'm going to say. Like, really, it's always what kills us, corners. Our defense on corners is shocking. The other team always manages to get a header on the ball or a shot on goal. Something happens on corner kicks. But anyway, and the first half ended 1-0, and we just did not have anything going. I think Mertens had one shot on goal, where they had like two shots on goal the whole first half. Very, very bad, I think. And it was just horrible. We had nothing going right in the first half. I mean, Insigne was down the whole game. I mean, he had an assist in the game, and he looked a little bit better on later, but even he wasn't playing well. Callejon rarely talked about in this game. But then the second half was completely different. We came out with, you know, we had that Katsima, I think. We just really came out and knew we had to win, and that's where we think about that mentality shift that Sarri has instilled into this team. If you have to win, if you want to get first place, if you want to win the Scudetto, you have to come back in these games. And last year, Atalanta gave us a lot of trouble. I think, did we lose both games against them last year? I'm not sure, but one of our last losses, I think our last loss in the Serie A was actually against Atalanta. So, to come back in this game was great. And the first goal, Zielinski was the first goal. Yeah, it was off a corner kick, a broken action. The ball rebounded out to him outside the box, and he hit one from long range, a beautiful goal. Which set everything up for a tie game and just moved on from there, because I think that was the 58th minute. And then the 64th minute, Alan, I believe, was the one who started the play off to Insigne, who was able to head it over a defender to Mertens, who slots it home. Mertens gets his goal, and Napoli's off to the races. It's 2-1. They're controlling the game. I think that was the 64th minute. And then ROG comes on at some point. They made three midfielder changes. Like I said, Alan, Diawara, and Marko ROG. All impactful, all needed in this game, because the midfield was where we were struggling. It was very, very bad. And then ROG, who never scores, usually gets a yellow card within 30 seconds, comes in, and it was a beautiful setup play, passing. The ball gets to Mertens in the box. We're at the top of the box. He doesn't shoot it. He gives it off to ROG, who's able to slide it near post, and it's 3-1, and they take the win. So, listen, tale of two halves is what it is. And that's just how it ended. It's a 3-1 win. We're still atop, tied with the likes of Milan, Juventus. Inter has been looking pretty good. 6 points. It is what it is. And I think the next game is in, 2 weeks? They have an international break, so we'll take it at that. And that's what I saw in this game. Like I said, Alan was a huge bright spot. And there was a lot of players that struggled. But for me, that midfield was very bad. But it was all about that mentality. Last year, they could have lost this game. Last year, they might have thought they were down and out. You know, and they were still struggling through, 55 minutes of this game, 50 or so minutes, but they came back, and that's all that matters. So 3-1 win, and we'll move forward from here. If you liked what I had to say, if you're not a fan, like I said, please do subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for checking in. See you. Forza Napoli sempre. Ciao.